So I start YouTube. Welcome to my YouTube channel. For the people who already know me, hi. For the people who don't know me, my name is Jordan on TikTok and Instagram, and I make, well, I think it's funny. People think it's funny. I have funny videos. So yeah, you could go check me out. But this video is a Q&A for the people who want to get to know me more. Here's the right place to come. I ask people to send me questions, whatever you all want to know, and I will continue doing videos. So if you all want to see more, make sure to comment down below and let me know what other videos you all want to see. So let me get into it. First question: what was your inspiration to start creating content on social media? Right. To be honest, being bored and broke. I mean, like, I could definitely get more complex into the answer, but the basis is being bored and broke. That is what inspired me to start. I was bored, and it's also a pathway into something that could lead into something else. A lot of people don't view content creation as something that could be a career, but it can. To be honest, you just need to get a little bit lucky, because while a lot of it is, yes, hard work, a lot of it also boils down to luck. Because if it was only hard work, then we would have way more people at the top. There would be way more content creators peaking in Trinidad. There would be way more, because there's so many people grinding every single day out there that nobody is seeing. So it takes a bit of luck. So the broad answer, being bored and broke, which I still am, but we need to keep it pushing. What or who inspired you to make content? Well, I just say what. So now we'll talk about who. The biggest one I would say is definitely Certified Samson. I've been watching him since I was in primary school, and that guy is my biggest inspiration. Like, anytime I see his videos, it always gives me a push to keep going, and maybe one day I can get to that point as well. And I know it will take a lot of hard work and determination. So definitely Certified Samson, and some other creators definitely up there that inspire me to keep going. Kyle Boss, Junior Lee. I already said Samson. Rudy. You know, some people have been in the game for a little while now, but definitely Kyle, Junior Lee, and Samson, top 3 for sure. Like, my main inspiration is to, how people call them, the big 3. They definitely are the big 3 in Trinidad. They are the funniest. A big inspiration is to reach that point one day where I could be like, people really gonna class me on the same level as them, boy. You know, like, that feeling will satisfy me more than enough. So that would definitely be who inspired me and who is inspiring me to make content. Do you get hate from anybody? And if yes, how do you deal with it? Oh, of course. I don't think you could make content that reaches so many people without getting hate. Like, it's pretty much impossible. When I first started rating prompt videos, when I first started making prompt videos, I got an immense amount of hate, because you can't please everybody. There will be people who don't like what you're doing. There will be people who will hate on you and bash you and tell you, hey, but you have to ignore them, and you have to keep going. So to be honest, how do I deal with it is ignore it. Like, just act like it doesn't even matter, which it doesn't. If you like something, put your head to it and go for it. People will hate on you, but the most you could do is simply ignore it. You have to. You can't really do anything else. You just have to ignore it. How old are you and your birthday? I am 18 years of age, and my birthday is November 10th. I forget my birthday, right? November 10th, 2005. Yeah, November 10th, 2005. Turning 19 this year. I was on KFC. think about what you are going to say before you say it when you are rating people. Last year, no. This year, yes. Reason. Last year when I first started rating prom videos, since it was so new, I was able to just watch people and jokes off the bat. Jokes off the bat. Color, shoes, thing, hair, whatever. Was able to get one time. Now, however, since I made so many videos, I made so many different jokes, it comes to a point where there's a limit. Like, how much different things can I say about a different color suit? How much different things I could say about ugly shoes? You know, like it comes to a point where it reaches a limit, and I have to actually brainstorm prior to making the video to be able to come up with the jokes that you all see. So last year, no. This year, for sure. How many subjects you have? You might be surprised of this dude. You're definitely. I feel you'll be surprised. People just think I'm stupid because the kind of videos I just make, when that is not the case at all. For example, like it had times when I was out in public and people would be with their parents and the child would be like, yo, look Jordan, whatever, dope. And the parent would be like, well, who is that? And then the child would be like, that's the fellow who does really problem looks, and they would be like, oh, that stupid man, that dotish fella from TikTok. And I would be like, I just really look that stupid, boy. Like, there's more to me than just what I put on social media. So with that, I will say, in CSEC, I got 8 ones, all ones. In Cape Unit 1, I got 3 ones and 1 2, and Cape Unit 2 didn't come out yet. But people just think like I so stupid because the kind of videos I just make, and just be like, if you only knew. How does it feel to be a famous TikToker/YouTuber? I don't even know if to consider myself famous because I don't know where the line is drawn between famous and well known. How do we distinguish somebody from famous to well known? I am known. I would consider myself as known. People know who I am. People see me. People know my face. People recognize me. However, I don't think I'm famous because there are still so much people who have no clue who I am, who've never seen my ugly face before. If I were to go out in public, a lot of people at a particular age group, let me say my age, teenagers, will know who I am. But people 30, 40 will have no clue who I am. They don't know who I am. So I don't know if to consider myself famous, and I don't think that I am famous, but I would leave that up to you all to consider. You ever get bullied? Okay, story time. So when I first started Form 1, right, I was a real little squiggly diggly imps, right? I was real small and short. Like now I am clearly 6'9". However, in primary school, in Form 1, I was like 5'1" or 5'2". I was a real tiny boy. And my first day out of school, I get taxed real dread. A fella come up and wrap me up and tell me give him money, he need money to travel. Man don't need no money to travel, he just want money. And I tell him no. So the fella took his hand in my pocket and go on with my money. So when I go on now, I tell my mother, Mommy, so you know what was the solution my mother gave me? Put my money in my shoes. So anytime I want to go and buy lunch, when it's lunchtime, I had to be a big stupid clown bending over to take out my money from my shoes and watch everybody else wait on me to go and buy my aloo pie or go and buy my chicken roti. I also got into my fair share of scuffles during my school life. Nothing too crazy, but at that time in primary school, I fell out by my mother. I hold the fella head and push it down bin. I thought I was the baddest thing in primary school when I do that. Fella head shaped like a red bean. How long now are you doing social media? A a little bit over a year. I started last year at, I don't even remember March, around May, July, around there, around like exam time, July, around there is when I started. So a little bit over a year. The girl you went prom with is your girlfriend of was your
you could do so you
of was your
that you had you do you
prom. What kind of English is this, man? But yes, she was. That is my girlfriend. TikTok paying you? No, TikTok isn't paying me. I make my videos completely free. I simply make videos now because I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy making content. That is why I continue making content, because I genuinely enjoy it. Like, I find joy and amusement from it rather than it just being a hobby or something I do now because I'm bored. I genuinely enjoy it now. I've grown to enjoy it. So TikTok does not pay me. TikTok does not have a creator fund in the Caribbean yet, which I hope it will soon. So no, TikTok does not pay me. Where you living? Trinidad. Where found to get your video ideas? That's crazy. But where do I get my video ideas? Everywhere. Everything that happens, everything around you could be a video. It's just people don't view it in that way. For example, let me say you have a friend in school who always bring in like a whole set of snacks. That's a video. Everything that happens around you is a video. You just have to look at it in that perspective. And that's all I do. I simply just sit down at night and I have like a idea book where I put everything, all my ideas for future videos in. And I just sit down and I think of different situations and different things that happen within my everyday life and everyday life in general, and I add that to my idea book, think of it in a skit point of view, and it's simple. Really, it's simple. It's just you have to view it differently than you already do. What primary school you went to? By the way, love you, VG. I went to Marbella Government Primary School. I don't know if you all know that school, but it's a school in Marbella. If you didn't know. Where you wanted to be when you was young? When I was in preschool, I wanted to be a astronaut. When I was in preschool, I wanted to be an astronaut. Why I wanted to be an astronaut for? I don't know what it happened in space. But when I was young, I wanted to be an astronaut. Then when I went into secondary school, I wanted to be an electrician. That's why I ended up picking sciences. So in my school, they did the subjects by groupings, and the electrical subject fell into the science group. And that's why I ended up picking it, because at the time I wanted to be an electrician, so electrical subject. And now I don't know what I want to be. We can figure it out. Do your parents support your content? Bro, this is a very long story. Last year, when I first started making content, my parents did not support it at all. It was very pressuring, because when I had to make the prom videos, I had to wake up very early in the morning to be able to film when they were at home, because they didn't support it. So I basically had to kind of hide to do it, and it was very pressuring. It was very hard to do, very stressful. And now, however, they are a bit more supportive of it. And before, no, not at all, and it was very hard. I'm glad that changed though. Give me more advice to post more on TikTok like you. What would I say to you? What would I say to all the people out there who want to be content creators? I would say, ignore what's holding you back. A lot of people have this thing in the back of their mind where they're like, but what if this don't work out, or what if people view me a certain way, or what if my camera quality not good enough? Ignore all of that. When I started making TikToks, I started on an A12, and my camera quality was dog balls. Absolute doo-doo balls. I don't know why some people think that it would be a big setback. It genuinely won't, because when I first started with that A12 and my camera quality was dookie butter, I still had videos that did well at the time, like 40k, 50k with that doo-doo quality. And people also think that people would judge them, like be like, why are you making TikToks for cringe or whatever? If it cringe you, so what? Who cares? Do it. Post what you want to post. Like, once you're not butt naked or nothing, but post what you want to post. Like, ignore the hate, ignore the people setting your back, ignore everybody holding your back, ignore your own mind. Try to fight your own mind. You know, if you want to do this but things are holding you back, try your best to fight off whatever's holding you back and push through. And when you do start, don't give up, because a lot of people start and then when they're not getting enough views in a month, 2 months, they stop. When it comes to this social media thing, it is very, very, very hard to just randomly blow up. I get lucky. To be honest, I get lucky. With that prompting, I get lucky, because I did not expect to be where I am now, and I did not think that prompt would have turned into what it turned into. So this was my first Q&A. If you all want more, comment down below and let me know if you all want a part 2. Don't forget to follow my Instagram, gordxn.xi. TikTok, same thing, gordxn.xi. And I definitely will be posting more YouTube videos for you all in the future, so just look out for that. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and see you on the next one.